The Renaissance was the period of rebirth for art, philosophy, and education. It started in Italy, Florence, and it spread across Europe by books being made widely available because of the printing press, and it became widely available to the world through trade in books as well. Uh, the effects of the Renaissance were that monarchs supported the arts, new techniques were developed and learned for the arts. My first figure is William Shakespeare. He was born on April 23rd, or near April 23rd, 1564, in Stratford upon Avon. He died April 23rd, 1616, or April 25, 1616, at the same place he was born, Stratford upon Avon. The cause of death, while it wasn't known, the rumor spread that he was out with a lot of colleagues and he drank too much, which caused him to have a fever, which was called new fever, which was actually typhus. Part of William Shakespeare's childhood was spent in school, and he went to King's New School, and in school he focused on Latin classics because the curriculum back then focused on the grammar parts of education, and he left school at the age of 15. His father was John Shakespeare, his mother was Mary Arden, and his brothers Gilbert, Richard, and Edmund, and his sisters were Anne and Joan. William's personality was that he was quiet, secretive, alert, and inquisitive. He learned his trade because his grammar school made them focus on Latin classics, and the only really school he went to was King Edward IV School. His talents, he was skilled with grammar dexterity and had a rich vocabulary. Two of his achievements were that he published 154 sonnets and changed and created words. Three contemporaries of William Shakespeare were Christopher Marlowe, King James I, and Richard Burbage. He was influenced immensely by Chaucer and made plays based on his poems. The next person is Queen Elizabeth I. She was born on September 7th, 1533, at the Palace Placentia in Greenwich. She died March 24th, 1603, at Richmond Palace in Surrey. It is believed that she died because of her cosmetic that pales her skin white, and apparently it's made out of white lead and vinegar, which may have affected her health. Queen Elizabeth's childhood. During Queen Elizabeth's childhood, her mother was executed. She was stripped of the title of princess, and some people believe that her needs were greatly neglected. Her father was King Henry VIII of England, and her mother was Anne Boleyn. Her personality was individualistic, wonderfully absurd, and comedic. Elizabeth learned her trade by having tutors, and the only school she really attended was Cambridge University. Her talents were amazing retentive memory and fluent in 6 languages. Elizabeth's achievement were that she supported poets and playwrights become successful, and rebellions during her reign was all defeated. William Shakespeare, Christopher Marlowe, and Sir Walter Raleigh were 3 contemporaries of Queen Elizabeth. She was really inspired by Isaac Oliver. She helped she showed interest by helping bring humanism to England